What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about the Bitcoin Bull TBB today, the 14th day of August. Here we are at about 1.53 cents with roughly 8 hours and 40 minutes left in the day. Hit that like button, subscribe. Thank you all for being here, and let's get into it, okay? Before we talk about the TA, let's talk about the big news today that CoinZoom listed TBB. We've got TBB now on CoinZoom, and that's a really big deal, you guys, because what TBB accomplished here, what CoinZoom allowed TBB to accomplish, is something that most cryptos aim to achieve, but they never actually do achieve. Here we are in this meme coin community, the Bitcoin Bull, rallying around the Bitcoin Bull, the meme, having fun, having drama, just doing our thing, whatever, as a community, messing around, right? We're just messing around. We're just having fun. And here we are, providing more utility than 90% of cryptos that exist in the space, providing the utility that most cryptos wish they could provide, right? And that is again because of CoinZoom. What's going on with CoinZoom here is that you're able to send, spend, and invest with free crypto debit card and international P2P on one secure app, right? So you get a debit card. This is an app. CoinZoom is an app, kind of like a wallet like Phantom or whatever. You have your crypto stored on there, and you can literally use a debit card at Starbucks, at 7-Eleven, at whatever. I don't know if it's every merchant, but I would assume anything that accepts Visa, because it's a Visa debit card. You spend your holdings on that CoinZoom wallet with your debit card, the same way that you would spend your checking account savings or holdings with your debit card, right? It's the same thing, except this you can use crypto. So you can literally use TBB to buy a cup of coffee. I mean, this is stuff, you guys, that we fantasized about in the early days of crypto. This was stuff that was ultimately the end goal. And it's not perfect. It's not perfect. There's bugs, there's glitches, there maybe not glitches. I haven't used it myself. I've had somebody tell me that they're like, "Have you even checked out the app?" And they're talking smack about it. It's like, dude, 21.5 thousand followers. I'm sure Facebook is buggy. And there's over 1 billion people who use Facebook. I'm sure 21,500 followers, there's probably some issues with the app, but I haven't heard any issues of people not being able to spend or use or send or receive crypto. I haven't heard anything like that. Okay. I'm sure there's issues, and more people are going to be using this now because of TBB, because of the community we have here. And because of that, these issues will, if there are any, they'll get brought up. People will work on them. It'll only become a better app. It'll only become a better railway system for TBB to use, for the community to use, and then other people as well who are outside the TBB community who just want to use CoinZoom for other reasons, right? I will be hooking up I will be setting up a CoinZoom wallet, getting a debit card so I can spend. I want to spend TBB in the real world and make a video on that. I'm not going to use my main hold wallet, right? I'm in the top 20 wallets. I'm going to just have a side wallet with some spare cash on there, and then use that, because also on top of being able to spend your crypto in the real world, you get a 5% cash back reward in crypto for this. And what a great time to do that. We're at the end of the bear market here, you guys. Crypto's cheap. 5% cash back here. That's only amplified as the gains go up. And I don't know, whenever it says 5% cash back, is it in TBB? Is it only in Bitcoin? Is it in stable coins? I don't know what it is. But whatever it is, you can probably just shift that around, move that around. I haven't used CoinZoom yet. I'm definitely going to. I plan on getting a debit card and setting that all up here, because I do want to spend TBB in the real world. I think that'd be cool. I think that would be really cool. And again, I'm not going to spend it from my HODL wallet, not from my wallet that has put me in the top 20. I'll just make a new wallet with CoinZoom and then spend it through there. Anyways, with a lot less money on it probably. Maybe leave in the comments, what should I buy? What should I buy? Should it be something simple? Should it be like a pizza? Should it be a cup of coffee? Should it be something a little bit more extravagant? I don't know. Let me know what I should buy. I can't buy a yacht. I'm not going to buy a car. When I say extravagant, I mean like if it's like over $100 or like over a couple $100, cool, but I'm not going to spend thousands. I mean, maybe I'll spend thousands in time with this just for the rewards, day to day, month over month, but enough about me. One more thing that I want to talk about is there was some guy who I think is genuinely just trying to share information. I don't think he's trying to FUD, but he is FUDding. And I don't know if his thoughts are completely in line or maybe I'm not understanding things. But there's a guy that I was talking to earlier today on X. I replied to his comment. He said that this wasn't a big deal, that TBB getting listed on this exchange wasn't a big deal, and he's like, here's why. Jason's already integrated with the people who are behind CoinZoom. He already knows them. It's like an inside thing. There's no real networking happening here, is what he said, and he's like, it's not a big deal. This is stuff that we've already known is going to happen, right? And I'm like, that what do you think? What do you think any news is like? Well, how do you think any news happens in the real world? There are people who know each other, who network with each other. They want to do business together, so they do business. And there are people on the inside who know about this beforehand. It just so happens that Jason told us about this like 2 weeks ago. They probably had this in the works more than 2 weeks ago, right? This is probably a plan from more than 2 weeks ago to do this. But we knew that this was going to happen. This isn't like brand new news. None of us were aware of this, right? 8 minutes ago. I don't think it was 8 minutes ago. I'm pretty sure this was more. This video is like 8 minutes old. I'm pretty sure this was more than 8 minutes ago. But this person was trying to say that this isn't real news because we already knew it was going to happen. We already, Jason's already buddies with the people who are behind CoinZoom, so it doesn't count. It's like, what do you think? Do you think that people do business with people they don't know? Do you think people do business with people that they don't have an interest in doing business with? Do people do business with their enemies? Like what do you, it's all about that. That's how networking works. So just understand, guys, whenever you're reading FUD, or if you're the person that's saying negative things about this, just try to think critically here. Like how else is this supposed to happen? They're supposed to be buddies. They're supposed to interact. They're supposed to know each other. That's how business is done. That's how it's always done. I don't know. I'm trying to think of the exact words that this person said. Maybe I don't want to put them on blast. I'm not going to put them on blast. I don't like doing that because they seem like they're genuinely nice and they're just trying to be thoughtful. I just think their thoughts are in the wrong place. If you're thinking that this is not a big deal because, oh, the app is buggy, well, you got to get over that, man. It's a big deal. This puts this meme coin, this just for fun project, this little community experiment, as Jason calls it, ahead of 90% of cryptos out there as far as utility goes. You can actually use this in the real world. And it's only at a $15 million market cap. And there's more things coming. This is not the what's the word? I don't know. This is not the finale, the crescendo to everything that's going on in TBB. This is just another chapter in what's going to be a phenomenal story whenever this thing's said and done, above $1, above multiple dollars. And those prices, I talk about $1 or multiple dollars, those prices are not anywhere near this time. I mean, hey man, if it happens by the end of 2026, that's great. Wouldn't we all love that? That would be extreme. That'd be crazy. We'd see some wicked volatility, man, if something like that happened. But sure, it would be fun. When we get to $1, when we get to prices that are above $1, it'll likely be years down the line, right? 2028, maybe later than that. It could be a multi-cycle thing. Maybe it's not next bull cycle, but the following bull cycle that we see a multi-dollar price or $1 price. But 1.5 cents right now, $15 million market cap, man. $100 million market cap, 10 cents, 20 cents, multi-$100 million market cap. That is attainable by the end of this year. Absolutely it is. I don't know what this is, man. This I don't know, but it looks funny. I don't know what movie that is. I like John Cena though. Every time I do this, it's just this has been up here. All my new tabs, they kind of cycle through after every like 5 minutes or so, but that one's just been up there. John Cena is hilarious. Anyways, let's see. You've got the Toad Pepe with $10 million market cap. The What the Hook, whatever, $1.4 million market cap. You've got Cash Cat at $126 million market cap, and it's seen a higher market cap than that. You've got all these multi-million dollar market caps here. $15 million market cap there. Just all these dumb little things, these dumb memes, which dumb memes, by the way, make the world go round. We see a lot of, sometimes the dumber the better. That's what makes them grow. I'm just saying, We've got something that's more than just a dumb meme. It's not just a meme in itself anymore. I'm still going to call it a meme coin because that's what I think it is. I would think TBB is a meme coin. People say it's a community coin. It's a movement. It can be all those things too. It's still a meme coin, right? I think it's a meme coin. And it's a meme coin that has more going for it than non-meme coins do. Than most non-meme coins do. It's actually more implementable and more integratable in like daily use than the average coin that exists that's not a meme coin. You've got all this money. All I see here is just all this money. And we know that these projects, maybe some of them will last and they will grow. You never know when the next big hot thing's coming. Maybe it's TBB, maybe it's something else. But that money's going to shift around. And whenever they find a home in a meme that is fun, the community's inviting and engaging, and we're doing all kinds of fun things. By the way, shout out to the people putting on the poker tournament for tomorrow. I'd like to join. I think I might join. We'll see. We'll see. I don't want to give any tidbits away about my life, but I'm all right at playing poker, you guys. I might play some poker and take your money. We'll see. Or maybe you'll take mine. Maybe that'll be what happens. But I just see a lot of free floating money here for projects that are probably not built to last. And here we are building on this thing, seeing fundamental developments take place, and just more and more stuff's coming out day after day. And this is not the crescendo. This is not the end. This is just the beginning. It's another chapter in the legacy that will be left behind with this coin. Anyways, there's a lot of money out there. You go through, man. There is a lot of money. Hundreds of millions, billions of dollars that is floating out there that could genuinely send this thing. All it has to do is find its way home. That's it. All it has to do is find its way home. And consolidating like this, the reason why I love consolidation like this, especially after a big move back up and we're not just blasting through the roof, is it gives people time to make those decisions, to buy the dip, to add more to their positions, to sell if they want to sell. If you're going to sell here, you don't deserve to hold it up here. You know what I mean? You're probably going to sell it back up here. And then your position is only amplified there. Or up here it's only amplified. We'd rather you get out now. Shake out the weak hands. That's what this stuff's about. Anyways, I want to get into the short-term stuff. I want to do some TA. And then we'll end this video, okay? I feel like I went off the deep end a little bit there. Started talking too much. The 1 hour time frame here, you can see again this just volatile, manipulative, very mechanical movement happening here. And I say manipulative, I'm not afraid to say it. I don't mean that in a negative way. It's just, it is what it is. We have a low market cap coin. If you got $10,000 to your name, $5,000 to your name, you can push the price around. You could probably figure out a way to make some money doing that, pushing the price around. But if there's people with larger bags than you out there trying to push around the price as well, you'll get swallowed up. Like if you had $5,000 and you sold it here, but somebody's got more money than you, they're going to buy it up. You're not going to be able to buy back in at the price that you had before. You'll have to buy in at a higher price and you'll have even less coins. You'll still have your $5,000, but it'll be at a higher valuation. So you'll have less coins overall. Just be careful. All I'm trying to say by this is there are semi-sophisticated traders and probably bots gaming the market right now. The best way to avoid any of the harm, because when they're gaming the market, they're trying to get your coins. They're trying to game you. And when I say semi-sophisticated, that means they are more sophisticated than most of the people out here, right? A lot of the traders in this meme coin space, in this crypto space, they have no sophistication at all. Semi-sophisticated is leagues ahead. They will take your money. The best way to combat that is to buy and hold, right? The price pumps, cool. Don't FOMO in. Don't buy. I mean, you can FOMO in if you want to. Buy the pump. Go ahead and send it higher. Sure, go for it. But maybe wait for the price to come back down. Buy in at a more suitable price. Price drops more. Don't panic sell. Don't do that, because then guess what happens? They're just going to send it right back up. And then if you sold down here, you might have the bright idea to buy back at the high. If you're emotional enough to sell the low, you might be emotional enough to buy the high. Don't do it to yourself. Don't play this game. Let the gamers, let the bots, let the traders do their thing. And when they're done with this range, which I would assume they're coming to an end very soon, because we look at this here on a daily basis, the volume is extremely low. On a 4 hour basis, the volume is extremely low. Whenever there's nobody left wanting to buy or sell because we've all kind of made our decision, the bet has been made, then the move will be made, up or down. And we can see a downward move and everything is still fine. We can see an upward move and we still come back down, okay? Inevitably, I think that we are going to move higher. We're not just going to see higher prices than this, but we're going to see new all-time highs altogether. We will see prices that are above 10 cents in time. When will that time be? Is it by the end of this month? I don't know. By the end of this year? Probably. And my expectation would be that we still behave according to this fib. And if not this fib, then this one here. And I'll throw that one on in a second. We got really close to the 2272 here. My assumption would be that when we return to this level, we don't stop there, we break through it. The next target would be 12.5 cents. That's $125 million market cap. From here, that is, what, an 8x, 7x? 8x. It's an 8.2x move. 700%, not 7x. Yeah, 8x. That's the next target. And absolutely, we could move past that. This zone here, it's two green lines because it's less of a target area here and a target area here. It's more of just a zone of possibility. And if it's not, what I'm trying to say there is, if it's not a 8x from here that our next zone is, that we stop at, it could be a 16x. It could be a 30x. It could be crazy. If Ansem can see, where are you, Ansem? Come here, buddy. If Ansem's capable of seeing a $400 million market cap, I think TBB is capable of seeing that as well. Can you spend Ansem at your local Starbucks? Can you spend it at your local 7-Eleven? Can you do that? I don't think you can. I'm pretty sure you can't. There's been a long bit of accumulation. I believe Ansem here is getting set up to move to new all-time highs. Ansem's total all-time high right now is at 440 million. If it's going to go higher than that, see a $500 million market cap, see a $1 billion market cap. Ansem has 1 million followers on X. Jason Williams has about 300,000. If this thing can see a $400 million market cap, if it can see a $1 billion market cap or more, I would assume TBB, just by the ratio of followers, of popularity, of awareness in the space, I would assume that we could see a quarter of that, right? And a quarter of 440 million is above 100 million. That would take us right around there. That's a quarter. And I've theorized this since the beginning. That was half the reason why we bought in. The other half is because we love Jason Williams, and we got in early, man. It's just phenomenal. Just because Jason has less followers than Ansem does not mean, again, that the ratio has to be the exact portion. It doesn't have to be portioned out the same way. Maybe this saw a $440 million market cap and Ansem has 1 million followers. This could still see a $440 million market cap as well. Because it's the same idea, it's the same concept, where the owner has the majority of coins and airdrops to their community. But Jason has more coins. Jason bought all these coins. They weren't airdropped to him and given to him. This is an organically made community, not just something that was, you know, what's the word I'm looking for? Implanted by the Solana devs, Solana Foundation, whatever, in order to gain some excitement and gain attention toward the Solana meme coin ecosystem. It's more than that. The community is better than that. I think the meme is better than that. We've got more going for it too. All I'm trying to say is, again, follower count leads me to believe that this could see a 120, a $200 million market cap. Past the follower count, the fundamentals, and who's driving this project, Jason Williams, I could see this thing flipping Ansem. And not just flipping it, not just getting above 440 million, but getting to multiple billions of dollars in market cap in time. If Ansem can do it, this is paving the way. It's showing us what's possible for a project like this, right? Except now we've got more going for it. So anyways, I'm repeating myself. I'm just spinning the wheel here. $1 and above, I very much believe we'll get there. But again, I just don't think it's going to happen all at once, right? It's going to take time. And as we move up to $100 million and more, it's not going to happen all at once either. That'll take time. We'll move up. We'll find resistance. We'll move up again. We'll find resistance. It'll look like there's a double top. People will be saying double top. We'll move up. We'll find resistance. You know, it's not going to be this all at once kind of thing. Maybe we see a lower low and we come back below our all-time highs from before, and then we continue to grow. People think it's dead again, and then we move up. I don't know how it's going to work. But the way that I have it drawn here, you know, that much time, it would happen sometime between now and the first week of September. I don't know. It could be between now and next week. It could be between now and October. but I do believe that we're going to see new all-time highs. And that next target is 12 cents, 12 and a half cents, based off of that first fib, the first kind of guiding fib, this major shift here from a high to a low that we've been using as a point of reference for every single bit of price action so far. Now we have a very significant pivot here from a high to a low. My expectation would be that we also show respect to this. We can show respect to both. 12.9 cents is pretty damn close to 12.5 cents. We can stop like right around there, just below there, right there, and show significance to this fib. Maybe we don't stop here and we go all the way up to the golden ratio. Is there anything that lines up with that golden ratio there from a high to a low? Come on. It's just under that next fib level, that next kind of money zone target. We could wick a little bit above there, find resistance there. Maybe go up to the 1886200 level and interact with this. You can have both fibs on there, and it can respect both fibs. You've got the 1414 again right there with that 2618. There's a lot of congruence. There's a lot of symmetry here in this $100 million to $450 million market cap level. We'll see how it goes. And this level, this is the next kind of goal before we see a massive consolidation again. I doubt we'd see a 90% correction, but before we see a prolonged period of consolidation again without seeing new all-time highs, that's kind of the next area in my opinion. But before we get there, we still got to get above the golden ratio. We still got to get above the 786, the 886. We still got to get to new all-time highs. There's still all these steps that need to take place before we even get to this area, this exciting zone. And it could take time. It could literally be steps that are taken in the form of steps on the price action. It just takes time. It doesn't have to be this great, big, exciting thing. I'd rather prepare you for boring and patience and then be pleasantly surprised by exuberant force and price. I'd rather prepare you for that than just say, hey, man, in the next week or two, we're going to be up here. Maybe we are. Maybe we are. Do not underestimate this thing. The people who've underestimated it so far are the ones who are, well, they want to see it fail because they're not a part of the fun. They had their chance to get in at lower prices and they just didn't do it. This is the chance right now, though. 15 million is still early. 15 million is very early. When we were at these all-time highs, we were still early. 40 million, $50 million, still early with all the potential that we have here. You could see 100x from these levels, let alone from these levels in time. The next target area is the 786, 886. I suspect we find turbulence there. Prior support here. Prior support there. Prior resistance there as well. Prior resistance back here as well. You can't really see it, but there's the, if I delete the fib, you know, there's some resistance there. There's some resistance there. 786, 886, that's at 2.9 to 3.7 cents, which from here would provide at least a 96 to 140% pump. Something like that. I've got nothing else for you. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, hit the like button, subscribe. Thank you all for being here. The 4-hour, we didn't even look at the indicators. The 4-hour MACD looks great. It's shaping up, right? We had a rejection off the zero. This rejection did not do much at all, man. We just moved sideways. We're showing strength. We're building, right? We're actually building on bullish momentum. We're looking like we want to cross through the zero. That would be very bullish on the MACD. And then the RSI here as well. Bouncing off the 40, bouncing off the 50, getting higher lows, getting higher highs, showing support at the oversold zone, getting higher lows here instead of getting deeper into the oversold zone. We're actually coming out of it. We rejected the overbought zone twice here. My suspicion would be that this next attempt will get us into the overbought zone. We get overbought on the 4-hour. We're crossing above the zero on the MACD on the 4-hour. We're building bullish momentum. That, to me, it seems like we're loaded, right? We've been loaded. We've made our bed. We're lying in it. There's no more volume. The people who wanted to buy, the people who wanted to sell, they've already done it. They've made their beds. They're lying in it. It seems like the spring has been wound up. And which direction is it pointing? Which way is it going to spring out to? I think it's to the upside, personally. That's what it looks like based on these indicators. Pretty neutral, but with a bullish charge. 382 holding. Typically what happens is you hit the 382 and then you reject the 236, you come down. What you don't do is you don't come up here multiple times and find resistance here and then start getting higher lows. That's not what happens. Again, just another kind of abnormality here that suggests the bearish side is not happening. This, statistically speaking, I would expect to move up. Now, statistics can be right. The statistics are that we move up and we still move down. If we move down, we get a higher low, that's not a problem. If we go down and we bounce at the golden ratio, which is below 1 cent, that's not a problem, you guys. That's a tremendous opportunity, and I hope some people take that opportunity. If it happens. I don't think that opportunity is going to come. I think you had that chance once already, twice already, 3 times already, right? And it's just not going to happen anymore. Time will tell. We'll see how it goes. I've got nothing else. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and if you did, hit the like button, subscribe. Thank you all. Congratulations. Thank you, CoinZoom. Thank you, TBB. Thank you, Jason, for making this happen. It's awesome. It's truly awesome. Anybody who's trying to belittle this, what do you got go? What's your project? What do you got going for it? Oh, you don't have anything going? Are you even involved in TBB? Do you hold any TBB, or are you just talking smack? This is a big deal. It's a really big deal. Don't let anybody belittle it, man. It's a really big deal. It'll only strengthen CoinZoom. It'll only strengthen TBB as time goes on. And I will make a video buying something. I want to know in the comments what you guys want me to do. What should I buy? Should it be a shirt? And then I wear that shirt and I could be like, I bought this shirt with TBB. I bought this hat. I don't know. Anyways, take care. I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.